Hi everyone, I'm here today to share with you my Christmas journal collection. It's going to have a couple of parts to it. So I've done more of this retro Christmas, and then I've got some more vintage books that I'm currently working on, and these are just a work in progress. So the vintage collection will be done by next week, and then I will be putting up the journals in my Etsy shop. I'm aiming for next Sunday, but I will do a post to let you know when they are going to be in my shop. So I'm going to go through these today, and I will likely break it into 2 videos because there's a lot of detail in these. So I'm going to do this one first, the hardcover, and then I will come back with another video to talk about these 2 Traveler's Notebook size journals. So this is, as I said, a hardback book. It is, I believe it's 4 3/4 by 7 1/2. I have made this book using a tutorial by Johanna Clough. She has a tutorial in her Etsy shop, so you can check that out. Her shop name is Little Bindy. And I've done a curved spine here. And this is just some fabric that I've added with a little bit of trim. All these papers are from October Afternoon, Make It Merry. And then the closure that I've got on it is actually ties from a vintage apron from the 1950s. I thought it went well with this book. And this is, I mean, you can't see it and it's very wrinkly, but there's the apron and there's the other tie. So that's what I've done, and all I did was split that tie in half because it really overwhelmed the book actually when I left the tie as big as it actually was. So, and you'll notice I'm going fairly quickly because there is a lot to go through in these books. So as I mentioned, this is from the October Afternoon, sadly retired, Make It Merry collection. And I have added lots of yummy things to the side here. So let me take you inside. Just clipped one of the Cavallini and Co. paper bags there. Added lots of trims to the side. I have not done stamping in this book. I tried, as much as there's a lot of detail, I did try to leave it a little bit open so that whoever the recipient is, well, I actually know who the recipient is going to be because this book is spoken for. Once she sees this video, if she decides she does not want it, then I will put it in my shop. And can I just say, sorry, before I get too much further into this, can I just thank everyone for the incredible response that I've had to these journals when I posted pictures of them. It's been amazing. And I have saved this book for the person who expressed interest first and who has been following me along in my journey of making these books. So I just wanted to give a little bit of an explanation as to why this book is actually taken. So I've got a glassine bag here and just a few, shop till you drop papers there. And those were from a Michael's paper pad. I've tried to use very vintage journaling cards for any that weren't a part of the paper pack. I've added lots of buttons, some eyelet trim there, some ledger paper, music paper, and that's just clipped in, can be used for pictures somewhere. And I've also added in just some other vintage images here. And then I've made this little tag from some of the paper and then just an image and added a button and some trim there. And journaling card from the paper pad. And I've made some tabs from the paper pad as well. And then I've just added, each of the papers at the bottom had, it was named Make It Merry, but then each of the papers had a name, and so I've used some of those. I've cut those up and added them to tabs. That's just a little journaling card that I've added. just a little quote, and then this was part of the paper, and I've just added it for, you know, photo match or what have you. This pocket. And you'll see I've used this trim quite a bit throughout. That's a Michael's trim from, I think last year. And I've used it because this is such a retro paper pad, and tinsel always reminds me of when I was a kid, and it was very important to have tinsel on the tree, so that's why I've added it to this. And I love this image. I've actually used it on one of the TNs, and it's an envelope, and then this pulls out. This was a card set from Michael's from a couple of years ago. And on the other side, then I've just got a little card, and again, those are from the collection, and I've added another one of those paper titles. And here I've got a little price tag that I thought looked very retro. Those are from Denise Sayez's shop, A Tattered Dream, and I'm going to link her shop below. And that garment pin is as well, and that's just a little stocking charm. And then I've got those attachments, and another bag from Cavallini and Company, and just a little image there. I've used some of the fabric I used on the spine here as a tab, and this opens up in the middle of the signature, so I've got a couple of inserts here, and I've left it open on the side here so that it would be easier to add some things. But I liked this, so I've got an image here, but I like this because it's got some of the story of the night before Christmas. So that's the center of that signature. That's just a clipped image. And here another tag. So I've added loads of trims to this just to make it a little bit special and Christmassy. So that's a top tuck spot. And then a tag here. I've added that and lots of trim there. And here again, that was a journaling card from the collection, and then that journaling card that I've added. And so there's 4 signatures, as you'll see, and in the center then I've added this folder, and I've got 2 pockets here. I've got a little guest check and that vintage snowman, and then I've got this from the paper collection, and this fabulous 1961 calendar. That is from GT Designs, and that's Renee's shop. She had that, I think she said that was from her aunt or her grandmother, and she has scanned that so that we can all use it in our projects this year. So you should run over there. I will link Renee's shop below as well so that you can check it out. Then I've got a waterfall on the back of this folder, and I've left it fairly plain just because I really thought it was a great place to add some pictures, or it could be decorated, add images from another collection. You could add bags or pockets or whatever you wanted to. Make a stocking there. Another pocket. And the other thing that I've used throughout are some of the rub-ons from the newest Tim Holtz Word collection for Christmas, and that is a very kind of vintage typewriter look. So I thought, again, it went really well with this collection. And here's just a little photo mat, or you could add some paper to it to make it into a journaling spot. In this bag, I've got just some extra sheets, a few extra sheets of that. And then make a countdown. I've got there, and that's a tuck spot there. This is one of my favorite images. I thought that was just so cute with the little dog and their letter to Santa, waiting for Santa, I guess, on Christmas Eve. And a couple of tags there. And again, that's a tuck spot. And this is the other half of that envelope, and I've got this naughty or nice list, and then I've just got some of these Dear Santa papers. And on this garment pin from Denise's shop, I've just got, I think those were some of the Tim Holtz bells from a couple of years ago, and then I've just added a few green beads that I had in my stash as well. And then another photo cover, I guess, to add to the book wherever. And in this, I've got some vintage recipe, well, vintage look recipe cards. And then this is, again, a top tuck spot there. I think this is my favorite paper from this collection. It's so whimsical. I just love it, and the colors are gorgeous. And this is, I flipped that up, so here you could add some photos. And then this is a pocket. Dear, if I can get it out. I've added an image there, and then I've got 3 different tags that were a part of the paper collection as well that could be added in wherever. This bag is from Denise's shop as well. I thought it went really nicely with this collection. And then I've got, these are actually from crepe paper. These are some photo overlays. Let me move this. If you can see that, Christmas memories. And then this one. Sorry for that glare. We have a very dull, rainy day here today, and I'm hoping that the lighting is going to be okay for this. Again, a little bit of trim there. Tag, more of that tinsel trim. And then an envelope here with a couple of cutouts from the collection. A bag here, I've added, that's a Cavallini die cut. And I've added a tag here. And what I've done with these tags, this is some of the paper from, you know, the snap binders. I've just done a little bit of coffee dyeing and then added a few flags there. And then behind here is a card that was from Michael's from a couple of years ago. I thought it was a great place to journal, add some pictures. And then I just left that open. This is an envelope. As you know, I've done these in my last few journals. An envelope, I've just added some of that, the spine fabric and some trim. And then in here, I've got a tag. Again, that's from the Snap collection. And a couple more cutouts from the collection here. And a little banner there I've made that's open as a tuck spot. And in this bag, again, another little vintage looking image. And that's it. That's that book. So I'm already at 13 minutes, so I will come back and do the Traveler's Notebooks inserts. And as I said, these will be, if they're left, if this is left, it will be in my shop next weekend, but I will be doing another post to let you know when those are going into my shop. So I will be back shortly, and we'll go through the Traveler's Notebooks. Thanks for joining me.